People have been asking me how Ohio became targeted for these hyperscaler data centers. Let me connect a few dots for you. First of all, Jobs Ohio is building the pipeline for these hyperscaler data centers, even though they have no oversight to public discourse or any responsibility to share with the public what's going on. Jobs Ohio won the overall franchise for all liquor licenses in the state of Ohio back in 2011 when Kasich created Jobs Ohio. It's like a monopoly. They use the funding and the profits from running those franchises to put into economic development for Ohio. Sounds like a good idea, but none of these activities they do are actually subject to any public knowledge or any records requests or anything of that nature. Jobs Ohio has been actively marketing Ohio as a deployment-ready hyperscaler data center and energy hub as they attend different events across the country, including the Consumer Electronics Show, which is the biggest electronics show that's held in Las Vegas, Nevada every year. New energy projects like Oklo Nuclear, which is tied to those facilities in Pike County, is one key project that you can reference if you're looking for background. Basically, there was a bill called SB 52 in 2021, which decentralized all energy conversations at the county level. This sounded like a good idea. But along with that came oversight from a point person at Bricker Graydon, an attorney, as well as somebody from their Argus Consulting Group to help guide and yield positive outcomes in these conversations, essentially negotiating and manipulating negotiations at the county level to make all of these implementations seem very harmless. They also instituted a process whereby ensuring that these county officials would sign NDAs, effectively shutting out the public from any discourse and any conversation around these things. Transparency and accountability are lacking, which raises questions about public oversight. These public funds that are being represented in terms of Ohio economic development should have originally been sent back to Ohio to fund our public schools, as an example. So when you tie it together with the Abolish Property Tax Initiative, which would cut out a lot of the sort of deficit, if you will, when we talk about abolishing property taxes. An ethical concern that you might want to know about is CEO from the Newark Heath Port Authority, Richard Platt, sits on the board of Jobs Ohio. It's recently been noted that there's a large hyperscaler data center that was inserted into that area without any public discourse or public opinion included. Jobs Ohio, as the seller of Ohio's energy resources and Ohio's data center capabilities, Bricker Graydon and Argus Consulting as the middlemen, and our county and city officials who are at the end of this end up getting tied into a deep train of pipeline, and the public is shut out. This is why we're having a huge uprising of public outcry regarding hyperscaler data centers and energy, because they are sliding them in unbeknownst and under the cover of night with no public involvement. And it is flat out wrong. And it's definitely unconstitutional. Adam Matthews is also in the process of writing a bill written by AEP, an energy company, which is likely in their benefit, to create nuclear products within the state of Ohio. Again, this is something that the public is not aware of. It's potentially a new bill that's being proposed, and public has an opportunity to discuss that. However, of course, the public hasn't been included in any of these conversations because these conversations are being driven by corporations and big energy. This is the Californication of Ohio. This is the Silicon Valley 2.0 that is spoken of often from our competitor in this race. This is what Ohioans do not want. This will change the face of Ohio. I'll continue to keep you updated as I learn more information.